running these racks up, 100 meals a week after.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Got it? 58, 58, it's Mike. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Big dribble.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Whip, General West. Shoot.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete. It's Collins. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Tannehill on third down. He's going to walk one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry. His fourth touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now a carry for White. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
Wait, 29. Alpha. Single, single. Hey, 128. Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 72.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this this situation. They've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, exit. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 51. You can't block me.
Tannehill throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check the hot read.
Brady gives to Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Michel. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got it. Check 52.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. From the gun, it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's got Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
It's going to be a long day.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Topper! Hey, high 7. Get it.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spend a lot of extra time on.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Ready? 30 base. Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Go. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Go. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Let's go.
Bravo.
58, boys. 58. 58 is the mic.
5.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Wait, that wide 20. Push him back. Push him back. Rip.
Brady now on 1st down. To Michel on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Tight end's right. Hey. You got 3. You got 72. When he hits.
Brady to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got?
Tannehill on 1st down. Jones has it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Here's Tannehill. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tannehill. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Steven Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a give to Collins. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Alex Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Collins. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a...
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A give right to Collins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Go, 50, play.
On 1st, they go right back to Collins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. John Simon in on the stop.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They find some open field here. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big run there by Collins. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
51, Mike!
Now Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Wait 10, wait 20.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alex Collins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready,
The
get ready.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On 2nd down now, Michelle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's Tate. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 23 yards on the play. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady gets gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. The intended target there was Jason Kroom, and that'll bring up second down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end.
To throw again. Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here we go. Here we go. You got double tight. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.